Peppa Pig, Peppa in Space, a kid's book read aloud. Here we go. It is a sunny day. Peppa is playing with her bouncy ball outside. George and his friends, Edmund Elephant, are playing with their space toys. They are pretending that they are on the moon. Turn the page. Mummy and Daddy Pig have an idea. There is a show at the museum about the moon and space. They all go to see it. But Peppa is nervous. She doesn't want to go to the moon. Will we really have to go to the moon? Peppa asks. No, Peppa, Daddy Pig says. We're not going to the moon. We're going to the museum. Turn the page. Miss Rabbit gives Mummy Pig 5 tickets. Enjoy your trip to the moon, Miss Rabbit says. Peppa is confused. She thought they were only going to the museum, not the moon. Turn the page. Then Miss Rabbit leads Peppa and her family into a rocket ship. Peppa thinks it looks real. Mr. Rabbit even puts on a helmet like a real astronaut, but Mr. Rabbit reminds her that it's only pretend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Turn the page. On the first stop of the tour, Mr. Rabbit explains that there are 8 planets that go around the sun. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Peppa and everyone she knows lives on Earth. Some planets are made of rock, some planets are made of ice, and some planets are made of gas. Turn the page. The next stop on our tour is a big room with a moon. If this was the real moon, you could jump over my head, Mr. Rabbit says. Gravity is what keeps us on the ground, explains Mr. Rabbit. It is weaker on the moon, so you can jump higher. Peppa is impressed. Turn the page. Mr. Rabbit straps everyone into anti-gravity rubber bands. Then they bounce high into the air as if they are on the moon. It is a lot of fun. Say moon cheese, Mrs. Rabbit says as she snaps a photo. Moon cheese, everyone cheers. Turn the page. The tour is over, but Peppa still has many questions. Are there trees on the moon, she asks. No, Mr. Rabbit answers. Are there any cars on the moon? Peppa asks. Nope, Mr. Rabbit answers. Are there any moon shops? Peppa asks. No, Mr. Rabbit answers. That would be silly. Turn the page. Peppa and her family and Edmund enter the museum shop. Welcome to the museum moon shop, says Miss Rabbit. Turn the page. The moon shop sells many things. Daddy Pig buys a piece of moon cheese. The moon is very tasty, he says. But the moon is not really made of cheese. It is made of rock. Turn the page. Miss Rabbit holds out a photo. Here's a photo of piggies on the moon with an elephant, she says. Turn the page. Everyone giggles. They like the picture. Peppa, George, Edmund, Mummy Pig, and Daddy Pig have all had a fun day at the museum and in space. That's the end of our story. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and keep on reading.